Hi everyone, it's Nick. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, in this video today, we are going to be designing a home for my worst enemy. I can't take credit for this concept because a guy named Robert Giggs on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, he did this and I thought this was so much fun. He did it kind of like a couple of rooms and I thought I would design the four sort of major rooms, which is living room, bathroom, bedroom, and kitchen for my worst enemy. So these are all the things that I absolutely despise, all put into one place, and we're gonna design it with some cute renderings. I'm not gonna lie, these renderings, they're not gonna transport you into the space, but that's almost like, that's kind of a good thing. You know what I mean? Like they're so bad, they're good. You know what I mean? They've come full circle. So let's get going and design a home for my worst enemy. Okay, first step here, we have the living room, which I had to think, what would I do for my worst enemy? And you know what's sad when I started to do this? I've actually been in people's homes that basically look like this, which, you know, we're not naming names. Unless it's my mom, which it's not. Even my mom doesn't do everything in this. She might do a couple of things like this, but not that much. But I've been in homes where they actually look like this. So first of all, apologies if you see yourself in this. You're not my worst enemy. I'm just designing a home for my worst enemy, and you just happen to have something in common with them. Okay, first of all, let's start at the bottom. I'm gonna have to go with gray, a luxury vinyl plank, or gray laminate, some sort of soulless gray flooring that was everywhere in 2017. That would have to be a good place to start. You know, I thought about doing carpeting, but we'll get there in a minute. And you know, you gotta go with this soulless gray flooring, don't you? Like that's a really good place to start. It feels very farmhouse. It sucks all the life out of the room, all the color, all the joy, all the happiness. It's the Dementor of flooring, if you will. And that's a really great place to start. And then in order to actually complete the look, we also had to put these giant marshmallow couches, which can I also give a shout out to my channel members, because I go live like with channel members every so often. And when I decided on this one, I would go and do a preview of this video and they got to weigh in with some suggestions and they delivered. So a lot of these things in here are actually also for my channel members, so shout out to them. So the marshmallow couch, you know what? We had to go with an ugly brown marshmallow couch from, I was gonna say Ashley Furniture, but like one day I do think they sponsor YouTubers, but surprise, they don't call me. I'm gonna have to say it's gonna have to be the marshmallow leather recliner. My worst enemy, I'll be honest though, maybe I should have chosen something more like uncomfortable because they're hideous, but they are comfy. Do you know what I mean? I will admit. So it's got cup holders, it's got recliner, it's got the like brown, maybe it's the pleather that like scrapes off like the acrylic. So you know what I'm talking about, John? The pleather, the vinyl, I just love that because then it just flakes off all the time. Those are my favorite kind of couches for my worst enemy. I just think it's perfect. They're just gonna be inhaling toxic pleather for the rest of their lives, which is just perfect for them. Also, I had to give them a pop of teal and yellow couch cushions. They make no sense. They don't tie into the space. There's no harmony here, which is just perfect for them. What else would I do for my worst enemy? I'm gonna have to give it to an undersized chevron black and white rug, drawing all the attention down to that floor, really complementing with that ugly gray flooring. I think that's a great place to start. And of course, I had to do a Clam coffee table, complete with loads of rhinestones that are gonna flake off. I just loved the juxtaposition of all the styles. Like it's farmhouse, it's traditional, it's glam, but it's all ugly. Like that's the unifying theme that we have here. I also gave them a beanbag chair because I thought that they're incredibly uncomfortable and I want them to be uncomfortable for the rest of their lives in a beanbag chair. And then I also thought I would mix in some of this cheesy postmodern stuff for my worst enemy, and I'm gonna have to go with the corn on the cob side table for that one. With, of course, the donut vase. I don't necessarily completely hate the donut vase, I'll be honest. It was just incredibly trendy for 5 minutes. But the corn on the cob side table or any of the food related items, they're very postmodern, and I love that that belongs in this space because it's not only do I not like corn on the cob side tables or most food related decor, but even though I did see this cute guy on TikTok, he's this adorable man and he makes like ceramic donuts. Shout out to him, I'll link him. I will allow it for him because he's adorable, but that's the only one. Most people I don't like food related decor, but this guy got to me. I'm just not gonna lie to you. Like for my For You page, I actually quite liked him, but for everybody else, I don't like it. And it's also perfect because it completely makes no sense. There's no alignment with the rest of the design, which I think is perfect. We're also gonna give them a fake fiddle leaf because it was super trendy, but of course it's fake, which maybe I should have given them the real fiddle leaf fig just because they're really annoying to take care of, but I had to give them a fake plasticky one because I can't stand it and I want my worst enemy to have that. for the rest of their lives. I gave them a vinyl Live, Laugh, Love sticker. This one actually says, live every moment, laugh every day, love beyond words. I want that to be my parting gift for my worst enemy because it's so cheesy. It is just perfect. And I also love the vinyl stickers because here's the thing. I make fun of the word signs a lot on this channel. It's been something that I have been doing for years, and obviously I love doing it. But the vinyl stickers are way worse because also when you inevitably get sick of this trend, because of course you obviously will because it's corny and stupid, the struggle is that they're gonna take your paint off when they do come off, and that's just perfect. That's just delicious for them. I also gave them a red accent wall, obviously, with cropped curtains, and one of those gallery walls, and you guys probably have one of these. I'm sorry, again, if you see yourself in this video, well, that's on you more than me. But I gave them, my worst enemy, one of these really, like these gallery wall things, but they're like the all-in-one gallery wall thing that you find at HomeSense, and it's got that cluster, but it's like, there's no breathing space between any of the photos, because there can't be, because it's just like a all-in-one unit that you bought at Walmart. And I just love that they're really cheesy and corny and stupid. And they look so silly because they don't have enough presence to take over the rest of the space. Like even a regular gallery wall would be better, but instead they're just so tightly clustered in there. Oh, it's just perfect for them. And then of course I gave them tons of open storage, an ugly cat tree, and a media console with chippy paint that looks straight out of the Kelly Clarkson Wayfair collection, because my worst enemy deserves no less than that. Okay, next up, let's move over to the kitchen for my worst enemy. I had to give them several things that I can't stand. Don't you love these renderings? High five to Eden, she made these, and they're, again, they're so bad they're good. I love it. Okay, first of all, I had to give them honey oak cabinetry. Incredibly dated, even though I'm sorry, but many of you probably have this. I also decided to, we thought it was a good idea that they had so much clutter, especially at the top, because it's just a dust magnet, so there's just gonna be dust in that for years, which I really, really enjoy. I gave them an eat sign in case they're stupid and they don't know where you're supposed to eat and they don't know where food goes. They're always reminded, oh, the kitchen, it's not the bathroom. Because again, my worst enemy is probably stupid, so they don't know where to eat. So I gave them proper signage just to orient themselves. Decided to give them penny round tiles for the entire floor. No one does this, and there's a good reason for that. But my worst enemy gets that because they're incredibly annoying to clean. There's just so much grout lines in the kitchen. Oh, that would just be terrible. That would be terrible. A lonely, sad garbage can that does not have any style, just a plain plastic one that's also really small. They're gonna be having to change every single day, which I love that for them. An overstuffed bar cart, because you know me, I love an overstuffed bar cart for my worst enemy. Lots of alcohol, so it's always a cry for help, and another vinyl sticker just for them. I also gave them, of course, double dining benches. 2 dining benches are better than 1 for my worst enemy because I hate dining benches with the heat of 1,000 suns, just because they're really annoying to have to get in and out of it for adults, right? These are completely, they're fine if you're 4, but honestly, even a 4-year-old is like, can I just get a wheelchair? I hate dining benches. You all have to coordinate, you know, back and forth. Do you remember like in cars back in the 80s when like you would have, or the 70s, where they would be like a bench seat in the front? It's like that. It's like everybody has to move together. The driver, the passenger seat, doesn't matter the height. We're all in it together. We all have to like go backwards and forwards at the same time because they assumed we were all in the same height. We have it so good now. Now everybody has their nice little ergonomic bucket seats, but back in the day, in the front seat, everybody got a bench. And of course, me being the youngest, sometimes I was stuck between my mom and my dad in the center of the bench in the middle. Ugh, worst seat. Same applies for the kitchen. Bench seating sucks. No one wants to be in that middle seat. No one wants to have to like get up to go to the bathroom and push your seat out and realize it's a team effort. No one wants to do that. So my worst enemy, they get a completely awful bench seat. And not only do they get that, they get 2. Because they have no choice but to sit on that every single day and know the hatred that I feel. Okay, let's head over to the bathroom. Okay, so we had a couple options here. And again, the channel members really came through and had a lot of really great ideas. First of all, we're gonna start at the bottom and we're just gonna go wall-to-wall carpet, because carpet in the bathroom is an abomination. So that's obviously what we need for my worst enemy. That is clearly the go-to. So we gave them a pink shag because that's never getting clean. It's all like I'm picturing they just got dirty toenails in there, toenail clippings for years stuck in that thing. So they're gonna have to deal with that. We gave them a toilet that the door, of course, is gonna knock into every time. So it doesn't close properly or it bangs into the toilet, because even though it's a gigantic bathroom, the contractor was really stupid and put the toilet next to the door so that they can't open it properly. I love that. We also gave them a beautiful sign to go above the toilet, which again is awful and tragic, but perfect for them. But then we would complement such a classless sign with a very classy chandelier over top of this completely amazing purple jetted corner tub. I hope they hit their head every single day that they get out of it. They do have the option to use a shower though. Just obviously has no shower curtain, so all of that water and soap and it's just gonna go right onto the pink shag. So again, no hope of ever getting that clean. So that's perfect. Also gave them one of these vertical stupid tile things that we see a lot of people still do. So I see these a lot in kitchen backsplashes. Decided not to put it in the kitchen. And instead we stuck it here nonsensically in the bathroom. I thought it was perfect there, along with a lime green accent wall, obviously. A couple of boob lights that don't match we thought would be a really great vanity play. A mirrored ceiling so they can see everything that happens in the bathroom. Perfect for my worst enemy. A way too cluttered tile countertop sink, which is just absolutely perfect. And then to top it all off, we thought we would add a couple of things. One functional need, which of course is the cat litter box, because even though I know you cat people, you've got that in your bathrooms for all of your guests to enjoy every time they come to your home. We thought that was perfect for the worst enemy, but also an anchor on the wall, because we thought we would keep it themey, because we know we love a nautical theme in the bathroom. Well, at least I hate it, which is why it's perfect for my worst enemy. Okay, and then finally, we're gonna head on over to the bedroom. In a bedroom that they will never ever be able to sleep in properly, because we gave them lots of accent walls. We gave them a geometric accent wall, because you know I can't stand those. So I thought that would be really perfect to put in behind them in like a really bold teal color. We also made sure, by the way, in all the rooms here, that none of the colors like really actually match. So everybody gets an accent wall, because we just thought they're so not great that would be just perfect for them. Lots of macrame, because we thought my worst enemy would be stuck in a trend forever from 2019. And we thought we would just stick with that. We're just gonna stick with the boho macrame trend, and we're just gonna give that to them. We thought perfect. Again, this doesn't make sense for style purposes, but we thought their like chest of drawers would be perfect to be super traditional, like something that they just straight up got from 1993 in a big box store. And of course it matches with the nightstand, because why not? I bet there's people, by the way, watching this video, they're like, actually, this is pretty nice. Or like, actually, I kind of like some of these pieces. So we know we always say on this channel, like, good for you, not for me, but it's perfect for my worst enemy, of course. Also, we decided to go a little bit glammy on the sideboard here, because I thought that would really make a lot of sense. It's gray, it's mirrored, which is just perfect, because mirrored furniture complements so well with a very traditional chest of drawers and things. So I thought that would make a ton of sense. A tapestry, like a psychedelic tapestry. So again, they can stare at the Eye of Sauron every single night before they go to sleep, which I thought was perfect, because that's basically what's happening with that or it's like a giant magic eye poster. Maybe that's what it is. They can go cross-eyed forever for all I care, because they're my worst enemy. We also decided to complement it with some really like shiny, futuristic, I'm gonna say, like that white leather sort of round bed with like LED light strips underneath it. I hate anything LED, as you guys know. Well, that's not true. I do like always warm yellow, always like a warm white. That's your only choice when it comes to color. I don't care if it's Christmas, I don't care if it's a Halloween party. Well, I'll allow it for like maybe a Halloween party, but for the most part, warm white all the way, because I hate when things light up pink or blue or whatever. I hate that when it comes to LED lights. LED lights have a place when they're recessed and in a warm white temperature. That's it for regular people, for most people. For my worst enemy though, always blue, or maybe even multicolored flashing strobing. Like that's kind of what I'm thinking for my worst enemy, because again, they'll get no sleep. And also this like white leather that is just, it marks easily. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like there's just no color to it. It's like blindingly white. It's like whiteboard white, you know what I mean? I just think that's perfect. This is a super ugly bed and perfect for them. They are never gonna find any sheets that are actually gonna fit this. Like where would you even find that? You wouldn't, which is why it's perfect for my worst enemy. And of course, we gave them a tile floor. So it's cold, it's unforgiving, and therefore perfect for a bedroom. And then we decided to give them like a super cheesy scalloped edge rug, which again, makes absolutely no sense. Arguably, it maybe works with the macrame, but that's about all that's making sense in this room. And finally, to top it all off, for my worst enemy, I had to go with these like super contemporary chandeliers that I also can't stand. I talked about these ages ago in a video, and some people were like, actually, I kind of like them, and I get it. Like, you go to a lot of lighting stores, and this is what a lot of people are putting in their home, especially if they're very glam or they're trying to be sort of really contemporary. At one point, they probably were contemporary for some people. I never liked them. I don't really care for these. What is this, a treble clef? Is this an infinity symbol? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know what shape this is trying to be, but I'm here for it. It's just perfect for my absolute worst enemy. This is just, yeah, this is truly, truly hideous, and therefore absolutely perfect for them. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. That is a tour of the design for my absolute worst enemy. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know if you want me to do another one. We can design more rooms like this because, you know, I have a lot of people in mind when I'm making these videos. I make lists, and so I'm sure we can cram even more disgusting things to put in for a future video, so let me know. Thanks again to my channel members, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, bye.